Okay, here is ZEC, an update on ZEC coin. So I'm on the daily chart. Usually I zoom in and zoom out, basically looking for patterns. Right away I spot the infamous cup and handle. And this allows a very bullish scenario, as it did. However, if you take another look at this, you can also see another rounding bottom within it. The significance of this is that it's a twofer. Whenever you have any double of anything that's bullish or good, you get it even better. So here you can see the impulse waves going up the right side of the first cup, and the handle of this first cup, the white one, the correction was an ABC, clearly I believe, and that can be labeled like so. And then I can continue on labeling what came afterwards, and I had done this in a prior blog post right here. This is a chart that I used, and it was a near bullseye hit, precision hit. I had said 750 and it went as high as 800. Okay, I was off by $100. No worries, not too shabby. I would count this as 1, 2, and since they had a spike here, 4 cannot overlap with 1, no way. And I believe on a longer term scale, we need to look at the longer term scale, the forest prices. I would say 1 is somewhere here. 2 might be an ABCDE triangle. 3, 4, 5. That's my longer term count on ZEC. $2,349. Would be the target. Let's say around this time next year. I'm not too sure about the timing. As I have consistently said, I don't even really try to project the timeline. I find it impossible to try and project the price and the timeline simultaneously. They do interact, that's for sure, but the projection of time is so different. Price is a reflection of sentiment, but time is not a reflection of sentiment, so it has a different tune that it moves on. And I don't know what that tune is. Many smarter than myself have tried to figure it out and failed. Sometimes it goes according to Fibonacci, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes time windows work until they don't. So I've dedicated more effort into price precision forecast, just like here, near precision hit, instead of time forecast. Everything can go vertical or not. So I don't know how to exactly project the time. Others will argue against that kind of rationale. Okay, fine. They have their own analysis methods. Great. I wish the best. I'm sure it'll work to a certain degree. But I've tried so many times to project the time that it just doesn't work when you're trying to project the price accuracy at the same time. Maybe someday someone will figure out an algorithm, a mathematical algorithm, to be able to really project both time and price at the same time, simultaneously. The reason why I gave wave 3 targets is because quite often on the wave 3, I take profits. I would remove maybe a third to a half, depending on the situation. So, and then I could redeploy that here on 4 and buy it back. Or we can redeploy my profits into additional coins that may represent better ground flow opportunities and therefore far more % profit potential. So just in case you were wondering, that is why I give wave 3 projections, and this is the wave 3 projection that I use for myself. Okay, I hope you found this to be helpful. I basically took you through from the beginning to end of my analysis. A lot more is involved in my head, obviously, in the analytical process and thought process, observations, etc. But this pretty much gives a gist of it. And I see after the correction is done, and it is at the end of this correction when the buying opportunity is the best, so that you can ride the wave 3 up. There's a chance that wave 5 can be extended. Yes, absolutely. And that is a personality trait of cryptos on a daily chart scale. But personally, I'd rather not see an extended fifth, because that's a very dangerous sign. Usually when you get a very, very extended fifth wave, I would sell everything and not walk, but run away. Usually an extended fifth crashes down to the prior wave 2, down here. And often that represents an 86.6%, which is a Fibonacci zone, being square root of 0.78 is 0.866, an 86.6% decline. So that's why I don't like to see extended fifth waves. Okay? If you have any questions or comments, please do post.